Ladies and gentlemen, there is a gun and an augment combo that is brand new to Black Ops 7 Zombies that allows you to outrun Zersa, that allows you to outrun a ton of hordes and absolutely shred them. Carbon 57 SMG, whenever you prestige it, you unlock the Renown Plus magazine. This gives you 3 bars of magazine ammo capacity, 3 bars of aim walking movement speed, 3 bars of movement speed, and 3 bars of sprint speed. So that alone increases your speed a lot. But if you guys go ahead and research stamina up, you also can use guns up where you fire while sprinting, and footwork where you increase non-forward sprinting speed. Now, whenever you fully max this out, you can also equip a second minor augment, so you could rock something else that even makes you quicker. But I want to say this: you don't have to use guns up if you don't want to. Like, Stalker's gonna make you walk faster while aiming, so you're gonna be overall faster while you're ADSing, or you can use Dasher, enable tactical sprint with increased duration. So there's so many different things you can use, but in today's video I wanted to use guns up. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and enjoy the video. Want to unlock all new mastery camos like Singularity ASAP? Check out Mitch Cactus, the biggest and the most reliable name in Call of Duty. They offer instant delivery DLC codes like Monster Energy, plus lobbies delivered in under an hour. Everything is 100% safe and legit for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Trusted by the community and seen all over YouTube, Mitch Cactus has over 20,000 verified reviews and thousands of personal vouchers. Make them the go-to for all things Call of Duty and even other games like Battlefield 6. Be sure to use code SPAZEL for 5% off and check out their current Black Friday sale to earn up to 60% off for a limited time only. Man, this is going to be so much fun. Okay, we just now spawned inside of Van Dorn Farm Survival. I figured we would play this today. Now, we got to go ahead and destroy this so we can actually get the power turned on first. But this should be pretty fun and pretty interesting. It might actually be pretty OP as well. Now, a very big thing inside of zombies is the fact that zombies can very much kill you in the high rounds, or say even with the Rampage Inducer on, just because of their sheer speed. But what if you could beat them and outrun them and outmaneuver them? Could that be a good thing inside of zombies? I'm gonna vote for yes on that one. So with this weapon, it gives you such a good boost of movement speed inside of zombies, and then on top of that, we can use, say, stamina, have PhD slider on, which we don't. I don't have that augment on for today's game, but there's always that idea of you could, just to increase your speed a little bit. But this is definitely going to be an interesting game. I do have toxic growth unlocked. Let me go ahead and change to that, so we actually could farm some of those little spores in the map. Definitely wouldn't be a bad little idea. We can swap over to this so we can grab a freaking full power from the good old gobblegum machine. Oh, we already have one. For some reason, it disappears sometimes, kind of when you're doing a few things, and then it'll pop back up. This definitely could be a pretty fun match. I definitely think this is going to be a lot stronger than I might realize already, but who is going to know until we actually get this thing going? So let me grab that. We can turn the power on. We can go ahead and give myself this full power so we can start doing these little bit of spores. Maybe we can get lucky and kind of start farming some refined crystals, some epic ether tools. Shoot, maybe even some extra perks would be absolutely awesome. If you guys are new here to the channel, be sure to subscribe down below. We are on the road to 120,000 subscribers here. And if you guys want to see me test out any other metas inside of Black Ops 7 Zombies, make sure to leave it in the comment section below. But that being said, we did just get a self-revive, which is pretty cool. I would say that's actually a very rare find inside of the game. That is definitely not even close to being something of common findings inside of the game. Let me activate this Arsenal Accelerator. Maybe we can get some more toxic growths to pop pretty fast. Once we get to about round 10-ish, we can kind of start buying our perks and everything. I'm kind of hoping on some RNG here with these spores to be able to pack a punch. It's crazy how now it's kind of like, man, if I don't do these spores, what am I doing? It's such a weird feeling whenever you don't do them. You just don't feel like you're really doing the best you can inside of your game. At least me. I cannot play without doing them anymore. I wish this next one would spawn in, but it probably will next round. Every few rounds or so. Sometimes it spawns in every round, but every few rounds or so it'll respawn back in if it's having that not spawning in problem. There's level 9 already on this bad boy. But yes, to get this attachment, you need to be prestige 1 on this SMG. Now, of course, for stamina up, you don't really need to do anything other than research the entire perk, and you can use these augments. It definitely takes a while, though. Augment research in this game is not an easy thing to do. It pretty much is more of just you actually sitting inside of zombies, killing zombies, going through the rounds, and pretty much I think it's boiling down to about time spent in game. I don't really know if it's super XP related. It could be, but I don't know. It just seems like you just pretty much gotta play to get it done. And I know that sounds pretty common sensey thing, but it's just what it kind of seems to be boiling down to at the moment. What is that, a nuke? We can go ahead and snag that up. We do have another toxic growth that we can throw on this spore over here. That way we can kind of have two going at once if this other one will spawn in. But they could have made a patch recently or something where they kind of nerfed these. I'm not exactly sure. But what I know is this one has not spawned in since literally the start of our match, which is kind of alarming, but at least we got that other one. And then if this one all goes bad, then we got another one over there as well. What did we get? A blue ether tool. I will take that. Make us deal some extra damage on our gun. We definitely need to grab some ammo. But yeah, we can start kind of grabbing stamina and then pack-a-punching soon if we don't get a pack crystal. Oh, nice. We got stamina up, speed cola, and jug. Okay, so let's see. What about our speed, man? We are super fast. Definitely can feel the difference in terms of, like, say, sluggishness when it comes to using other weapons. But we should be able to kind of run and freaking shoot our gun. That's crazy good. And then, obviously, if we're going backwards, oh my gosh, we're fast, dude. With these augments running backwards, you are incredibly fast. Now, obviously, you can't ADS and shoot, but you surely can hip fire and shoot and walk backwards. That is actually crazy. Okay, that might actually be super clutch. I know we had this one respawn over here. Let me grab some ammo. But I am about to go and pack a punch. I don't want to keep really waiting on this. Is that that's a Casimir. Okay, it did one spawn over here. If not, we're just going to go slap this in the pack a punch machine. It did. We got another chance to get lucky, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, that sprint speed is actually really, really good for this. Stamina up on top of the attachment makes you a super fast player. And this genuinely could save you a lot, for sure. Having an SMG, which obviously we're going to see its damage and stuff here in a little bit, but having something that can make you move super fast is definitely not something you really want to joke around about. It could genuinely save your life in the Easter egg on Ashes of the Damned if you're running around. Could save your life just in high rounds. Because with the Rampage Inducer on, zombies are no joke. Finally, let's go pack a punch. I don't want to keep wasting time with these spores. Is a lot faster than you would possibly think. How far you can get away from the zombies while they're actually running. I mean, we're just walking. We shouldn't really be gaining too much ground on these guys. But when you actually turn around and you have this weapon held out, you can pretty much gain a ton of ground. And I know they're not super sprinters right now, but they certainly aren't walking zombies. We can finish this round real quick. Just round 11, we can pop a reload. Eventually, we'll grab more of our perks like double tap and whatnot. We do have epic rarity now, and we're 2,500 salvage in, so we'll probably be able to get legendary relatively quick, I would say, in this game. Shouldn't take us too long. Maybe we can get a refined crystal right here. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with these spores this game. They must have did a little bit of a nerf. Who knows? I haven't read the patch notes if they did. I don't really stay up to date on that. I'm gonna be completely honest. I look at them a little bit when like major updates come out, but the little like weekly updates, sometimes I don't look. I kind of just find out in game myself. I don't know if most of you guys are like that as well. I know a lot of you guys stay up to date with a lot of that stuff. I know the Wonder Fizz was super broken, and you could buy one perk and then it would basically glitch out. They fixed that rather fast, which is very, very good. Now for this build, I don't have much unlocked for it, but one thing I would recommend running is a tac stance laser. I haven't really been using a lot of those inside of zombies since Black Ops 7 has come out, but if you guys watch a lot of my Black Ops 6 videos, you guys will know that I love using tac stance. Now, yes, you might be a little bit more inaccurate, but you kind of have a lot faster speed in terms of running around, shooting, just ADSing to other zombies, right? You're not locked inside of your actual optic. So it kind of helps a little bit. It kind of makes it a little bit easier, I guess you could say. At least to me, it just feels good to use a tac stance laser is pretty much what I'm trying to say. So time. Now this is the true test. Can we outmaneuver Zersa? So obviously I think if we're running, we definitely probably can. But he does have a kind of chase you thing. Okay, let's see. Chase after me, Zersa. Come on, buddy. Sprint after me. I want him to basically focus me. He has a certain attack that he just like darts after you and can really cook you there. You definitely seem fast as hell though with this gun. I mean, walking backwards, you kind of have that speed boost from the actual perk, but look how much ground we gain. That's actually really good. Not gonna lie, this is really, really fun right now. Okay, Zersa's dead. This thing just absolutely ripped him a new one, but we are epic rarity double pack, so definitely understandable there. We got a max armor right there. We'll grab it here at the end of this round, and an insta-kill, it looks like, all the way down here. Self-revive. Oh, also, we did get a free perk. We got PhD Flopper from a drop, which is such a cool little thing that they put inside of this game. I really liked that idea of them adding it. It's not a super common thing, but it certainly is cool whenever you get one, just to get a free little extra perk. And I'm like 90% sure that it doesn't update the perk price for you. Like if you get one for the actual power-ups, it does not say make your next perk 3,000 if you get it as your first perk, right? Ravagers, there's one right there, and there's one. But yeah, this isn't really a full put together build because I literally just prestiged it and I don't have many attachments, so feel free to change the build if you want. It definitely could use a nice little fine tuning, of course. It is truly up to you, but pretty much the idea of what I wanted to test out today was, of course, the stamina up augments as well as this attachment, turning it into an absolutely speed demon SMG instead of zombies, which seems to be really effective and really good. Especially like if you just turn around, you can literally just outrun them. We do have the Rampage Inducer on, which obviously throughout these rounds we're going to be able to test this fully. So we'll really be able to see. I know we're just looking at it right now in round 18. But don't you guys worry. We will be on the higher rounds here shortly. Couple of minutes, we'll start flying through these rounds for sure. We might even do a little camping inside of the farmhouse. It doesn't really matter where we go. Rounds usually just go by about the same pace. We got another Zersa. We do have enough for legendary too, so we can get that very, very soon. But we are still double pack. We almost got enough for triple pack, but we're kind of just chilling, waiting around. Doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, I'm definitely excited to test out the speed of Zersa against my speed here shortly. He's just right there. Definitely not really nothing to worry about. I just can't get over how fast you can just run away. Look, he's chasing me. He just did basically the death sprint, and we outran him, which usually does not happen, dude. I literally get walked down by him whenever he does that. He like fully just straight up goes right after you and sprints, and we finally outran him. What a great day to be alive. That was truly awesome. I can't tell you guys, whenever I was grinding Infestation, how much I got killed by him just because of that actual movement that he does, or whatever it is. It is absolutely deadly. We are 6k away from being able to triple pack. Should be able to get that here in the next few rounds. This weapon reminds me so much of the Cordite. I think it was from Black Ops 4. If you guys played Black Ops 4, you guys remember the Cordite, you guys will know kind of what I'm talking about. If you never really used that weapon, then you'll probably never know what I'm talking about. But it definitely does. It is a very good gun, though. I will say, it is shredding right now. We are legendary, right? So that's kind of speaking way too soon, but so far it's absolutely shredding, and it's so much fun with this prestige attachment. Bring it on. So one thing I also really like is, say when you're in tack stance, right, you can move quite fast whenever you're just walking and ADSing, which is actually a lot bigger of a thing than you might think, because usually when you're shooting at hordes, you're shooting at them and you're in the higher rounds per se, you got to stop, turn around, run away, turn around, shoot them some more. Whereas with this, it seems you have such good movement speed that you don't really have to turn around. You can kind of just keep walking backwards, because yet again, we have this attachment boosting our movement speed, but we also have the stamina up attachment increasing our speed from going in unforward directions. So like going backwards, left, right, it is increased just by the augment. Now, if you had this thing 100% research, you could also equip another one that increases something as well in terms of speed. So stamina up is kind of underrated now. It really is. It seems like it's going to be a really good augment to use. I'm not changing these ones, that's for sure. Because once you use it, you'll be like, damn, I know what he was saying. Because this is actually really fun. We need to grab a 2 plate, so let me open that, please. Then we can get out of here. Yeah, you definitely move fast. I'm surprised no one really has been talking about this. I'm sure with PhD Flopper, you definitely can get quite some speed going under your belt. That's for sure. We can finish these guys off. But like I was saying, right, say we have these zombies, you can just ADS and walk backwards, and you move faster, it seems like, while you're ADSing. I don't know. Maybe that's just kind of just what it looks like. It really isn't that way, but it seems that way. Definitely seem fairly fast. We can reload. finish off this round. Round 24 is almost over. Ranked up twice this game. It is double XP currently and double gobblegums, which I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really gotten any good gums in Black Ops 7. Even with these 2 double gobblegum weekends, nah, haven't really gotten much at all. Barely anything. But who knows, you know. I've been grinding a lot of multiplayer and endgame too, so I could have spent like 20 more hours playing zombies, but I already have infestation. I'm trying to grind out the other mastery camos as well. So that's pretty much why. That's why most of my augments aren't already researched. But I've been having fun, man. That's the most important thing, that you sit there and you actually have fun. You don't force yourself to do something that you do not enjoy. Alright, we can go backwards. Okay. Yeah, I love this augment and this gun, dude. Don't think the gun doesn't have a little bit to do with it, because it certainly does. There we go. What is that? A bonus points. Snag that up. I kind of want to throw in an ammo mod. Haven't used ammo mods in a while. I barely use them. So it's always kind of a fun little adventure whenever I use one. Let me throw on a dead wire. We got another Zersa spawning in. Oh my gosh, dude. I love that fire while sprinting. That is genuinely so good. I need ammo. Ooh. Here's a Zersa. We can buy some ammo. Thank you. And the walk backwards begins. Yeah, you gain so much more ground on the zombies, because obviously you're killing them, of course. There's that Zersa over there. Haven't really been too close to him. There he is. Chase after me, buddy. Come on. Bring it on. Bring it on, big fella. There we go. Zersa is now dead. There's a nuke. We can snag that up here in a second. Trying to just grab all as much essence as we can. Now we can hop up here. What perks shall we buy? Give me good old Wisp Tea, Quick Revive, and give me Vulture. Pretty much all we need. Where's the last zombie? Here he is. He is now a goner. Love to see it. I'm surprised there's no strategies other than the one by the Wonder Fizz and Van Dorn Farm. Like, you can't camp up here because every zombie jumps everywhere up here. You can't camp over here because every zombie jumps everywhere. It's just crazy to me that there really isn't much in terms of the actual, like, farming kills, or say, just by the Wonder Fizz. That's it. Like, if that ever gets patched, there will be nothing in this. I'm excited for the Season 1 update to see which of the maps are the best to grind, right? I think the Cosmodome comes out in Season 1 Reloaded. And then Season 1 launch, we get Exit 115 as well as Astra Malorium, which is going to be so sweet. That map looks absolutely dope. This is definitely looking like a good year for zombies. Looking like a good year for COD in general. I don't really have any complaints about this. For sure, I'm having a lot of fun. Just keep killing them as they come out. Our movement speed's so fast that we end up not being able to deal as much damage, though, because we can't be as accurate to the critical spots. Okay. There we go. Last zombie, and round 27 is over. So I would say we're at a pretty good round right now, to the point where we can really test this with some zombie sprinting, right? Definitely a good round for it. It's a Ravager round, of course. What is that, a frag on the ground? Don't really need that. I would love to try and complete a certain challenge this game where we got to get 50 kills with the HKDs. I think we should try and do it next round. So basically all you got to do is just train up zombies, of course. Probably about this round. You get enough in these rounds. And then just call it in. And usually you can complete it in one round. You have to get 50 kills with one HKD deployment. So you pretty much just got to call... Did I call it in? I already called it in? Huh? I do not remember calling that in. How much was it again? So I'll buy another one, because I feel like, oh my gosh, why does it keep going in third person? I'm not even clicking it, ladies and gentlemen. It is just shooting me right into it. It's okay. Speed boost activated. Give me my speed hacks. Go, 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 go. Zersa's all the way on the other side of the house. Alright, we're gone. Okay, let me kill Zersa, and then we'll call in this other HKD. Since my other ones... I just called it in, bro. I keep clicking over to frickin' get my optic out. Whatever. It should be able to kind of help me a little bit. We should just stay in the middle. Oh, you should... Okay, isn't there an insta-kill right there? There is no way I'm grabbing that. Yeah, you probably need an insta-kill, which we do have, but I don't have no more salvage. Alright, I guess we'll have to save that for another game. That is such a funny challenge sometimes. I completely forgot that you should probably use an insta-kill while doing it. Just because it makes it to where the HKDs can actually kill the zombies. Because they're not the greatest streak, man. That's why they're 1250. They are not the best thing in the world, that's for sure. Here's another Zersa. Adios, amigo. We can reload. A few more zombies to end this round off. Okay. See you later, alligators. Yeah, I don't have enough salvage to do it again, but it's okay. It's 1250 for it, so we pretty much need double of what we got. Gobblegums, give me something good. 2 gums awarded. 2 perkaholics. Ah, respin cycle. And aftertaste. Yuck. Is it too much to ask for to just basically glitch the game to where every time I get a gobblegum, it's just a perkaholic? Is that really too much to ask for, guys? I mean, let me know. Seems pretty reasonable to me. I tried wall hopping, and that mechanic somewhat did not work. So, yeah, we no longer have double tap, but it's okay. It's no big deal. We can just keep maneuvering. Tell you what, though, dude, being able to run backwards and kind of have this fast of movement walking backwards and being able to shred the zombies is low-key kind of OP. It's so easy to just outrun the horde. I need to buy ammo real quick. Lucky enough, we have enough essence. Buying those perks again, man. Things get expensive, and you run out fairly fast. There's an insta-kill. Probably could save that for our exfil. We don't really need to use it. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I am exfilling on round 31, and that's usually what I do. Now, the reason is because XP past, like, round 34 is horrid in this game. Like, okay, let me put it this way. I went from round 35 to 50... Okay, and Ashes of the Damned. Took me like, I don't know, 45 minutes or so, right? I forget how long it took me. I wasn't trying to speedrun this, right? I only earned 12,000 XP. With double XP, ladies and gentlemen, it is not a good idea. So, don't even waste your guys' time. Now, obviously, you know, if you're going to sit there for long durations and go to round 100, you're going to earn a lot of XP, right? But in terms of if you're just like, all right, I'm going to go from round 30 to round 50 and see how much XP I get, you're not going to earn a lot. But then if you go from round 30 to 100, then you're going to earn more, of course. Thank you guys so much for your time. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I recommend using this combo instead of zombies. I'll see you in the next one. I'm out. Peace.